Hi, I'm Ashwini Kumar Kota, and in this quick video, I'm going to take you through interactive quick checks within e-learning programs. So, what are these small quick checks or small assessments which are prevalent and very important within an e-learning program, and how can you go about designing them? So, these are a few things we'll look at in the next couple of minutes that I'm going to share this details with you. First and foremost, the need for quick checks. So while we're running an e-learning program, why do we need these quick checks? If you have ever run through an e-learning program which started and went on and on and on and on, after about 15 minutes or so, you will realize that the retention, recall, or sometimes even basic comprehension of what is going on becomes hazy. And to avoid that, it's very important to have certain milestones or markers or quick checks which enable the learner to go from stage to stage and enable the designer to plan the program in such a way that the learning is happening effectively. So it ensures constant engagement, reduces monotony and inactivity. So continuous learner inactivity is avoided with the help of some quick checks which are spaced out in the program. We get to gauge fundamental clarity at each stage. So what is the fundamental clarity a person is gaining at each stage? And if a person has missed a particular stage or missed paying attention thoroughly and has jumped a couple of stages, and there might be a chance that because the person did not pay attention at a stage, the learner is losing out in the subsequent stages, and eventually the program doesn't work out or doesn't serve its purpose. And the quick checks also help evaluate learner progression in terms of at each stage, how is the learner progressing, how is the response coming in, how is the learning happening. And you can always plot a graph to see, okay, in the initial stages we saw that the person was scoring quite well, and the later stages the graph has dipped, so that tells you the attention is coming down or probably the learning is coming down, and you can take certain steps to improve the program or give more booster inputs to the learner. So it helps both the program improvement as well as learner improvements as far as the quick checks are concerned. When we are planning quick checks or small assessments spaced across the program, it's very important to plan the milestones in the modules. If you've not planned the milestones, you can't randomly go ahead and just plug in a quick check because okay, it's been 5 minutes and my program is running like a video. So let me quickly put in a quick quiz here or a quick drag drop there. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to plan the milestones in terms of the content, analyze your content thoroughly, and as per the content, the way it is organized and the sections are organized, whenever there's a logical space where you feel a particular section is completed and it's time I evaluate the learner, whether the person has picked up things as I've defined them to be, you need to place those quick checks at those specific milestones. Defining specific objectives for quick checks at each milestone. While you would have identified the milestones properly and you'll be more than kicked up about putting the quick check over there, but what is the objective of the quick check? So when I'm placing a quick check over there, what kind of objective am I having in my mind? Whether I'm evaluating a person, when I'm just trying to say, okay, let's refresh on things, etc. So those objectives have to be very clear. Design the quick check activity as per the learning objective. So once the learning objective is clear, the quick check activity is designed as per learning objective. So the three things we learn here are that first, planning the milestones is important. So once your milestones are defined, specific learning objectives are important. Once your objectives are defined, planning the appropriate activity which matches the learning objectives is at most important. If these three things are addressed properly, you will have a fantastic module running for your learners. When we talk of quick checks, there are a few options you've got here, few types of quick checks you can use. First is a go, no go. What's a go, no go? If the person moves forward or does not move forward. So you have run a person through a particular learning element and the fundamentals are clear, and that's what you presume to be because you explained the fundamentals in the program, but you're very clear that if the person has not got the fundamentals and not understood the program till now to the level a person is required to understand, he or she may not fare well in the near future or in the subsequent modules or subsequent sections. So what do? You conduct a quick check or a small assessment, and if a person does not score a certain amount of points or numbers or certain level of competency is not shown, you will make the person repeat the program or put the person through another refresher, have a mechanism in place, but you will not allow the person to progress forward to the next section of the course because it's very important. Second reason is quick recall practice. Sometimes we learn a few things, but at the right time we don't recall them, and that causes a lot of problems, especially in sales training. there are a lot of fundamentals and facts and techniques and things which are taught. So when I'm learning from a computer, I'm learning a few things. I think I know them well, but at the right time, at the opportune moment, I may not recall them as I'm required to recall. So a quick check designed in a particular manner helps to recall and practice recalling the elements at the time of need. Third is a revision and refresher. Every little while, when the program is being run, after some time, you might want to revise what has been taught and act as a refresher. So the person is completely abreast with things which have been taught, and even the program is running for say half an hour or 1 hour. All elements are at the top of the mind, and the person is able to relate to all of them together. So for a quick mid-program or in-program revision or refresher, you can use quick checks, and in the end, as a summary, you can have a small assessment or a quick check towards the end of each module of the program, where you're summarizing the learnings with the help of a small assessment. So the various types of quick checks you're looking at is a go no go, quick recall, revision or refresher, or a summary. And what kind of modes of quick checks can you use? So now you decide whether I want it for a go no go reason or a summary reason or any other reason. You need to be clear what mode are you going to use. First option is you can have a multiple choice question. That's the simplest way to design and take it forward. You can have object type questions, you can have games and activities, and you can have gamification and simulation. The trick here is to choose wisely, because there's no right or wrong element here, only an option and a better option. And if you are focused upon the purpose or the reason why you are conducting this particular kind of activity, then the mode will map on to the reason and the content together, and eventually you can have a fantastic activity created which will serve the purpose. There was a quick input about this kind of intervention, that is designing in-program interventions to make them more effective. If you'd like to know more about these kind of interventions and how you can use them effectively in your e-learning programs, feel free to drop by at the website and chat with an expert, or you can always email us at hello@playaccepted.com, or feel free to call us at 2520-4655, and one of my colleagues will be more than happy to help you with it. Thank you.